Tesla says goodbye to the junk-rated world following its recent upgrade from credit ratings provider Moody's. This was a long overdue decision that follows a similar move by S&P Global Ratings in October. Even Tesla bears are admitting this is good for the stock. Let's talk about it. Tesla is widely followed by many investors, but Chris, what put Tesla on your radar?
So as you mentioned, I did notice that Moody's upgraded their rating last week. I think it was March 20th. The stock moved about 5% from about 183 to about 190. So it bounced off of a low where it had been, but it didn't really take. By the end of last week, Tesla stock was already starting to drop off a little bit. What got it on my radar for this week was on March 27th, Monday, Barclays issued an overweight rating on Tesla. Now, for some investors that aren't familiar with analyst ratings, they don't just do buy, sell, and hold anymore. At least some don't. And overweight simply means that the analyst expects that, in this case, Tesla is going to outperform the broader market over a period of time. Usually that period of time is about 12 to 18 months. And the price target in the case of Barclays certainly justified that because they came in with a price target around 275, which is about 40% higher than where the stock is right now. So that certainly would indicate that they believe that there's going to be some outperformance there by Tesla. What I also noticed was that in the last day or so, Wedbush also issued an outperform rating for Tesla. Now, outperform and overweight are basically synonymous in the analyst community. Their price target wasn't as high. It was around 225, and that's about right where the consensus price target is for Tesla. But it still suggests that they believe the stock has a lot more to run from where it is now, which is around $200 a share.
All right, so quickly back to Moody's report. I was looking at that earlier, and I just saw that they wrote the rating upgrade. It reflects the Moody's expectation that Tesla will remain one of the foremost manufacturers of battery electric vehicles with an expanding global presence, very high profitability. What else are you seeing about Tesla?
Well, I think there's a lot there that Moody said that, quite frankly, I think it's something that a lot of investors have already kind of known. I mean, Tesla is going to be a formidable player in this market. They've got a tremendous amount of market share. They've got great profit margins. What I will be curious to know is whether or not this rating from Moody's is going to bring in more institutional investors. When I look on MarketBeat.com and I look under institutional ownership, Tesla's hovering at around 43%. Now, that's not bad, but it's not what a lot of investors would like to see because institutional investors, the big money as they call it, that's what's really going to drive the stock price higher. And right now, 43% isn't a lot. However, if I look in the last couple of quarters, institutional buying has been very heavy. So that suggests there's a lot of institutional money that's come into the stock in the last, 3 to 6 months. And that if that continues, that's going to be very bullish for the stock. At the same time, there's also stubbornly high short interest. It's not as high as it was maybe a year ago, but it's not really going down either. So that tells me there's still quite a few people that are looking to short Tesla stock.
All right, great insights, Chris, and we'll get back to that in just a second. But let's take a minute here and quick look at Elon Musk's next move. Are you fascinated by the business empire of Elon Musk and curious about what's to come? You're going to want to check out the report, Elon Musk's Next Move. This ebook provides an overview of Musk's accomplishments, companies he's involved in, and what the future holds. You'll gain insights into his strategies, potential opportunities, and how to invest in his companies. Don't miss out on the chance to learn more about one of the most fascinating figures in modern business. Download your copy of this premium report today. You and I have talked about Tesla before, and it's not hard to notice you've been on the fence to say the least. Do I sense you becoming a Tesla bull?
Well, maybe not a Tesla bull, but I am more bullish on the stock than I was. Now, you have to give credit where credit is due. The stock is up about 55% in 2023. That's a heck of a bounce from when it started selling off in 2021. having said that, my reasons for being a little bit less bullish on the stock were my concerns about the overall economy. I still have those concerns. But I was also concerned about the emergence of a lot of competition in the electric vehicle space. It seems that maybe my concerns were a little bit overblown. What's becoming apparent to me is that, as I mentioned to you when we talked about Rivian, whether you love electric vehicles or whether you hate electric vehicles, you can't deny that these are car companies first and foremost. And that means it's a capital intensive business and it costs a lot of money to get your production to scale. And that's what a lot of these, even the legacy car makers, are finding out. Tesla's just got a huge advantage in that space because Tesla's already producing cars at scale. And that's an advantage that investors can play on in a market like this. This is a stock picker's market right now. And Tesla certainly stands out as a best in class in that sector. And with these upgrades from analysts based on the Moody's upgrade, this is a stock that you can probably pick right now and see some gain on it and get some gain and growth in your portfolio. So yes.
All right, like I mentioned, Chris and I have covered Tesla stock a few other times on this channel, so be sure to check those out if you haven't already. I'll go ahead and plug those in here and also link them in the description below. Overall, I think we can agree Tesla's recent credit rating upgrade is a positive sign for the company's future. Chris, it's going to be interesting to see how the market evolves and whether or not Tesla can continue to outperform expectations.
It really will be, and I think I just come back of saying, Tesla has Elon Musk, and right now I think a lot of people are really realizing that if you're betting against Elon Musk, you might want to rethink that bet.
Yes. All right, Chris. Well, thanks for joining me today. I'll see you next time.